Welcome guys, I hope you're all good. Here we are. First of all, let me know that you can hear me and see me properly. Give me that.
And I suppose I should ask whether or not they can hear me and see me properly, or see my camera at least.
Yeah, so first of all, can you see and hear me? People are saying evening backyard. Give me a little message, let me know that you can see and hear us. Yo, yo, yo.
I should probably talk a bit more.
All good, right, okay, and
Fantastic.
now introducing Backyard Bullion. Can we hear him properly?
I hope so. Hello, it's me, Backyard Bullion. I'll tell you what, I'm not sat next to my CobraStacker. Here we go, look, it's the magic hands. I'm here.
Okay, so we've got his hands. Can you hear Backyard Bullion? Loud and clear. Amazing. Well, guys, welcome. Thank you all for joining us. So this is a special little live today with Mr. Backyard Bullion, who has become a very good friend. Welcome, brother. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Although it is 1,000,000 degrees, as we are apparently living 3 miles from the surface of the sun in this country.
Yeah, for sure. Bloody boiling. I've got air conditioning on in there, and even that ain't cooling me down.
I hate you. I hate you. I'm about to fire up the furnace and get 1,000-degree poured silver in this temperature. So, yes, I'm good. Are you well?
I'm good, brother. I cannot moan at all. So, why are we here today, bruv? You hit a certain amount of subs.
I don't know. Yeah, apparently. 75,000, but now we're at 78,000. So, I mean,
Wow.
it's kind of changing on a day-by-day, week-by-week basis. So, yeah, 75k. And I just want to say before we that's the wrong word, start and get started, thank you to you, because I'm really bad at live streaming and hosting live streams and having like the dual setup of all, like everything you've got. It's great. So thank you for hosting and
Bro, that's an
after
absolute
me.
pleasure, but I have to also say, I am absolutely terrible at it at the moment, and if it wasn't for the stat collector, we wouldn't be doing this, because even he got a phone call about an hour and a half ago saying, bro, I need your help, man, how do I do this? And he talked me through it. So I've got to give credit
Fantastic.
to him as well. The stat collector is absolutely amazing.
Stack Collector is a legend amongst us for sure. I don't know how he does it with all of his streams. He's a wizard.
He is.
Certainly is.
He is, for sure. So, bruv, 78,000, right? That is one hell of a lot of subs, bro. How
Crazy, isn't it? Like, I don't know. You tell me. 78,204 is the live count that I see now. Yeah, I don't know. How did I do it? I started making videos, I guess, and then I just kept making videos, and people kept on like subscribing. So I think that's the way you've got to do it, isn't it? I mean, listen, if you're going to give anyone YouTube advice, you can't tell them they're going to be perfect when they get started. You look back at some of my earliest videos, they are cringe-tastic.
Yeah.
And I hate watching them, but they are my origin, and it's only right to keep them up there. But you just keep making some videos, and you find your groove, and then other people find you and like your groove, and it goes from there.
No,
And whether you've, it's weird because, sorry, you're right.
Yeah, I was going to say, no, I totally agree. If you look at my first videos as well, bro, they were horrendous. Quick shout out to 365 Days of Silver, just donated a tenner, and asked what's going on here then, and it's basically, we've got Backyard Bullion in the house, and he's going to do some live silver pouring, and we have quite a lot of giveaways as well. But
I'll tell you what, because 365's in the chat, he might recognise this.
What is it, bruv? Tell me what it is.
This is the long fabled Queen's Beast Completer bar. Now, if anyone in the chat is not knowing what this is about, then basically I chopped this up because it was already imperfect, so don't crucify me too madly. There was already a big ding in it. And I wanted to repurpose it into something a little bit nicer. So we're going to pour some poured silver today and make some prizes to give away to the Cool Kids Club and to people here on this stream.
Amazing.
To celebrate 75,000 subs.
I'm not going to give you a load of grief, but you do know, I mean, you're a mate, and you know that the Queen's Beast, any type of Queen's Beast is actually very, very meaningful to me. I love them, absolutely love them. So I'm a little bit gutted, but as you say, it wasn't perfect when it was whole, so there was a big ding in it, weren't there?
There was, and I can't definitively say whether that ding came because it was poor raw mint quality or whether it was somebody who dropped it.
Right.
I'd love to just be able to sit here and tell the raw mint that they were bad about it, but I can't say that, otherwise it's kind of defamation / slander. So the jury is out on whether or not it was damaged by the raw mint. But either way, it's now chopped up, and I'm very happy about that. Listen, like, I know you love the Queen's Beasts, and we've talked at length about this. I fundamentally disagree with their existence, but I also appreciate that people like them and that they are quite nice. But I fundamentally disagree with their existence.
Why?
So, because it's just the raw mint cashing in on like an old idea. They need to keep original. They can't just keep hashing out Queen's Beasts forever. And they just need to come up with something that's not a Queen's Beast.
Well, I can't disagree with that. We all thought that when they brought it out. Look, it's not really a Queen's Beast completer because there is only one Queen's Beast completer. Yeah. But in the same token, bro, I couldn't help but love it because it's a Queen's Beast.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah. And you know, like a man with an orthopedic shoe, I will stand corrected because there have been a number of successes on the flipping markets for them, and people have made a lot of money. So, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So.
And we've got some other pourers in here. We've got Silver Punk in here. He's fantastic. He's a pourer, and I know you sort of helped a lot of pourers get started. Angel, I've forgotten their name now.
Silver Angel.
Silver Angel, yeah.
Who helped you out with some bits and bobs too.
They did. Yeah, they were close to you, and they learned from you, I believe. They
did. Well, we were sort of mentoring them for a long time. I did loads of like video chats with them and everything. So it was really good to do, and very happy to do it. And he was really, really talented. It's a shame that they've sort of taken a bit of a break from it at the moment, I believe. But hopefully one day they'll be back.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. I mean, work affects people, and it can be very hard. But saying that about you, you were working when you first started doing all this, weren't you?
Sort of. I had a midlife crisis. I left my sort of corporate-y type job because I hated it, and started working for myself in that same industry. And being self-employed, you have to get up and go. You have to try and find the work to do. And whilst I was building that, reputation, I didn't have a full calendar of work on my weeks. So I took up a hobby, which was pouring silver. Not in any way to like make a business out of it or anything, but after about 6 months, Mrs. Backyard Bullion turned to me and was like, "You're not doing a great deal of your self-employed work, are you? But you're doing a lot of this silver pouring. Is there something you want to tell me?" And I was like, "I think I could probably make it a sustainable like hobby business." And then she said, "Okay, what do you need to do that?" And I said, "Well, we'll need some capital, some cash." And so she went, write me a business plan then, and I'll be the dragon in the dragon's den. So I had to write a full-on business plan, and then she staked me £10,000 of our own savings. So she gave me my own bloody money to start it up. But you know what it's like, and it was, it's sort of, the business plan was there, and it worked, and it's now self-sustaining and grown. So it's fantastic.
Amazing. So you had to get permission from Mrs. BYB.
I do, and she also had to. Well, I think she had to. She came up with the name Backyard Bullion. So you'll know this from when you just tried to invite me into the stream here. My Gmail that I run Backyard Bullion from is called Silver Archery GB, and that was the name of the channel because I also like to shoot bows and arrows, so archery and silver. And I was like, I'll post videos of me shooting bows and silver. That makes sense. And I'm in Great Britain, so GB, yeah. And then she was like, without swearing, that's a shit name. And I was like, yeah, you're not wrong. So she was like, why don't you call yourself, I don't know, something to do with bullion? I went, well, I'm doing it in the back garden, so how about back garden bullion? And she was like, yeah, but aren't all the people in America going to get that a bit confused with like bum fluff? Because that's apparently what they call it your back garden over there. Okay. So she went, what about backyard bullion? That's more American. And I was like, yeah, okay, that sounds good. And there we go, there's the name.
Bloody hell. Amazing. Amazing.
Honestly.
But that's the thing, you need, like if you have a partner, you need a very understanding partner or someone very on board to do this because it takes up so much time. I'm not just talking about the silver pouring, but even content creator. Talking about partners, Mrs. CobraStacker's in the house.
Oh, fantastic.
And she says, good evening all, and lovely to see you again, BYB.
Lovely to see you, Mrs. Cobra.
So
it is officially Mrs. Cobra now.
It is Mrs. CobraStacker, yeah. So as we were just talking about partners, but you do, I mean, even with content creation, you need a partner who's very understanding because of the time it takes.
Yeah, especially when we were in our tiny little house. And I literally, so this board that you guys see in the background here, the wooden board, and look, this freaking old patio slab here. So this has been with me for 9 years. It's broken into 3 pieces, but basically it's an old patio slab that I used to put on top of the kitchen hob and then pour silver on top of. And then I got an MDF board and stuck that on the kitchen hob so I didn't melt the kitchen hob anymore. And yeah, so her having to put up with that, and then her having to put up with me doing content creation.
Yeah,
in our house for 8 years, however long we were there. How long was it? It was about 7 years, I think we were in there doing that. Crazy.
Yeah.
And she helped so much with other things, like the group orders we used to do. We would like unbox 50 grand's worth of stuff and package up 100 people's orders in less than 12 hours and get it out the door because we were paranoid that someone was going to break down the door and steal it.
Bloody hell.
So we were literally like, delivered at 8 a.m. and dropped off at the post office that night. And I had a great relationship with the old post office where he was like, yeah, you can just come and stick it in the secure, in like the strong room, because I didn't want it kept overnight. It's great.
Fair play, fair play. So she's been right by your side, and everyone knows my missus and knows how great she is. Even though, bruv, she does come in and nick bits of gold here and there.
Does she?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
She likes to do that.
That 5-finger discount.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I saw you putting some stuff into that silver box thing. That's the furnace, I take it.
Yes, that is the furnace.
Can we have a quick look in there?
Of course we can. It probably won't look that sexy right now, but soon it will be red hot and glowing.
Okay.
And we better leave the lid closed because it will take a bit of time to get there. I reckon probably we're like half an hour away from the first bits of silver to be flowing. And then if I explain my other bits of the setup, I guess, for the home brew silver setup. So we've got, it's so rudimentary, it's hilarious. So I've got an old piece of wood, which I found in my garden from an old post of the decking that we built.
And what do you use that for?
That's what the blowtorch rests up against to keep the silver liquid that fraction of a second longer with the blowtorch here. And this is just a random little blowtorch that I bought off Amazon back in the day, thinking this would be hot enough to melt silver. Oh, how wrong I was. And then we've got the old patio slab but underneath it that I've already mentioned, and then some graphite blocks to help keep all the heat away. So yeah, that's basically the rudimentary setup. Some old heat-proof gloves. Yeah.
Okay, your focus has gone a little bit. Can we get that right again?
Oh, it probably is. Is it any better if I do this?
Not really.
Maybe.
I mean, we're still there, but your hand is more in focus than the stuff at the bottom.
All right. It's probably because it's trying to focus on the top of this. So maybe if I move this out.
Yeah, much better. There you go. Perfect. We're back on. So we've got Stacking with Craven in the house. He was very kind to let people know that we were going to be on here today. He's just
big thank you.
Yeah, he does a few lives on through Discord, and then they get put onto his channel. So that's Stacking with Craven. Good to see him, and to everyone in the chat as well. I haven't mentioned names, but there's everyone in there, which is absolutely great.
Fantastic.
So, bro, go on.
I'm awful at multitasking. So I'm just going to say hello, everyone. I can't even type now. Bloody hell.
No, that's cool. Well, if there's any questions that come up for you, I'll read them out for you, and
yeah, man.
And you can answer them. So don't forget, guys, if you want to ask BYB any questions, please feel free to whack it into the comments. And saying that, so many people, bruv, get into stacking and they'll always turn around and go, first person I saw was Backyard Bullion. So you've become very well known for that, and people have got into the actual collecting and stacking side from watching you. How does that make you feel?
I dread to think what the monetary value is on the amount that I've made people spend.
Yeah, you've made me spend a bloody lot, I know that much.
It's probably the millions, and I don't think I'm underestimating that.
Yeah.
So, collectively, it's kind of weird, I suppose, and it's strange because obviously I hate the word, but being an influencer, so there is and there has been lots of opportunities for what I would describe as unethical sponsorships, and people that tell you to, basically shill for them and do X, Y, and Z and tell people the wrong message. And I've always shied away from those ones, and I've always showed, I think, a more pragmatic approach to precious metal collecting and stacking. I think that's more important than just taking, the affiliate bonus codes from every which way that you can. So it's a difficult one, but I've always tried to do the same thing for the last 9 years, and it seems to work. So.
Yeah. And when you get in this sort of thing of doing the creative stuff, a lot of people will turn around and say, "Oh, Backyard Bullion, he's like a celebrity and all that." And a lot of us get it when you get going. And I know how I feel when people say that. I cringe, right? To be honest. How does it make you feel like, "Oh, Backyard Bullion's a celebrity"?
Well, because we've sat at a bar in Germany 2 years running where it's sort of happened, and it's like, it's weird, but it's also like, I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a guy on YouTube who pours silver and makes videos and talks utter rambling nonsense for 10 minutes at a time, 3 times a week. So, but I can't ignore the fact that people. It's weird because when you're a content creator, you create the content and you put it out. You can only watch so much of other people's stuff because you're one person with only so many hours in your life. And when you're busy, you don't have as many hours to spare. But when somebody watches your videos for years of content's worth, maybe they don't watch every single video, but they've been watching 3, 4, 5, 6 years, sometimes more, they know you a million times more than you know them.
Yeah.
Or can possibly even fathom to know them. And that's a strange dynamic in a relationship. So you do get that imbalance sometimes. I've never had a negative experience, though, I will say. I've never had like somebody be weird, stick a camera in my face or do stuff like that. So there is a lot of respect in this community, which is great.
I might have to do that in Berlin next year. Oh, Backyard Bullion is you! And stick a camera in my face.
It would be a bit awkward because I might hire you as my security guard.
I'll be your bodyguard.
That'd be a bit...
We've got a question for you from Silver Noggy, bruv, right?
Go for it.
Do you have any plans to expand your business, or are you comfortable at the current level?
I am very comfortable. I have toyed with that right at the beginning when things started taking off, and then like 2018, 19, we breached the VAT registration threshold, which was for turnover, not profit, but 85,000 turnover in a year. And then I was like, oh, this is just a real nightmare of administrative burden, so I'm good. I don't think I want to do that. So if I was going to do it, it would have been back then. But no, is the answer. I'm very happy with what I've got. It's not about £1 million a year business for me. It's about having a fulfilled life, and I am very fulfilled with what I'm doing.
Brilliant.
So can't say more than that, really.
Fair play. And Marcin says, Backyard Bullion, with great power comes great responsibility. Do you think, as a content creator, you have to think about what you put out there?
Yeah, definitely. And there have been a few times, well, actually quite a lot, if I'm being completely honest. There's a lot of times I would like to make videos telling the exact truth of what I feel about a particular subject or a particular, what's the best way to describe it? Attitude within a stacking community and against certain things. But I know that if I do that, I will piss people off. So I don't. And so there is an element of, there's like a after hours Backyard Bullion that would like to come out and tell people exactly what I think about some of the nonsense that I hear out there. But at the same time, I don't really want to get involved with, peeing people off. So I don't.
No, I get that, but also in the way of when you're making content, you also know, like a lot of us, it does influence people. And do you think sometimes about your personal opinions on whether you buy or don't buy certain bits of silver or gold? Do you ever take that into account when talking to people about it?
Yeah, for sure. And there's a bunch of stuff in my collection and stack that I have never shown on the channel and never will. Not because I'm being all coy and, trying to be private about certain things. I don't want people to know. It's not that. It's just that it's just not going to be for everyone. And it's a decision that I've made that's probably financially not a great one, or it's because it's a product that I believe is, a sleeper or something, but I don't want to share that information because it might make people go in and buy it and then it won't turn out to be a good one. Yeah. As with all things investing, you have to take some risks on some things, and some of those risks won't pay off and you'll lose money on them. I've got a lot of coins in my collection which will never recoup their initial money. But then there are some winners that have gone massive and done really well. So yeah, there is like a thing in my mind that always says that, which is why I don't often do videos going, I think now is the best time ever to buy gold, you should buy gold. And I come at the attitude of, if you've already made the decision to buy gold, then go and buy the gold.
Yeah.
And buy it for the right reasons. Think about the reasons why you're buying it, rather than now, gold has dipped £100, so you have to back the truck up and buy it now.
Well, I mean, it's like 365 has put in the comments, silver to the moon. And I know why he's put that, because we've seen these videos by people for ages. I mean, years. I've been going 3 years say on YouTube. You've been going a lot longer. And we see it silver to the moon. It's going to hit 3 figures, 4 figures, 5 figures. And I mean, how long have you seen that for, bro?
Ever since I got started. I think some of my earliest videos of the old school rambles were me basically going, yeah, it ain't going to happen, so don't believe it's going to happen. I mean, you just got to look back to 2011, right? People often forget this. We're not, in UK pounds, we're not far off that peak price in 2011. But if you look at the US dollar price back in 2011, it peaked at over 45, close to $50 an ounce, I think it was, 47 or something. And, we're only at 35, 36, 37 now.
Yeah.
So we're still not even back where some people were front loading. I remember, he's not on YouTube anymore, he's deleted his channel on every single video, but there was a guy who mortgaged his house, sold every other asset that he could possibly sell, cars, everything, and put everything in silver right in 2011 because it was going to the moon. And what did it do a year later? It halved, and he lost everything.
Yeah.
And then obviously at some point he's had to sell it all at a huge loss, and then he's deleted his YouTube channel because humble pie is too much for him to eat.
Yeah, and Robert Tatefer said exactly that. He goes, I always thought, sorry, where has he put it? He put something about 2011 as well, and that he had heard that sort of stuff at the same time. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people obviously saw that at that time. Silver Punk has put, out of all your pours, BYB, which one is your favourite and what made it so special?
Ooh, good question. Well, I will just dig it out of the old day safe. So if you give me a second, where have I put it? Is it even in the day safe? Ugh. Excuse the riveting YouTube content. Right, here. So this is one of my coolest pieces I ever made. So it's a gigantic Rolo, and it's got like this incredible suction cup.
Okay.
Which has happened. So basically, this was a happy accident in that I was making a kilo piece. So there's a kilo of silver here, as you can see, and the furnace died, and I did not know the furnace had died. So I was just waiting for it to melt and be ready to go. Went over to it, lifted the lid, and it was stone dead cold. Basically, it died. Well, it wasn't stone cold, but it was not glowing anymore. So I was like, oh shit, what's gone wrong? But then I looked at it a bit closer, and like this vortex had appeared, and it goes like almost to the bottom of the Rolo. It's like here, it's incredible. So I thought, oh, well that's cool. I'll just hammer the shit out of it and make it into a cool piece. So I did, and I love it.
So that was actually from the crucible bit. That's the bit it's melted in.
That's literally in the crucible. I have a big crucible somewhere. Ah, here it is. So literally, this is one of the giant crucibles that I have, and it literally just sits right in there like that.
Nice. I like
that. Yeah, so that was cool. I like that. And so this basically has been one of my keep pieces that I bought. I haven't sold it, and I won't sell it because I quite like it. And it's a really good desk piece. I like my silver spheres as well, but they are in secure storage, I think, because they're not in my day safe. So I don't keep much in my day safe. It's all in off-site. So it's, the sphere is my second favourite, I would say. But I love that piece. That one's always very cool.
Fair play. Gold Buffalo says, evening Cobra and BYB, you have both given great tips on top deals, the Queen's Beast 5 gram gold, which I talked about, and yourself with the 5 gram gold Royal Mint bars at spot price, etc. Do you keep planning to do this? Now, I'll answer quickly there on my one. So my one was, because the mintage was so low on that 5 gram gold, I thought I had to let people know. Now the really hard thing is, let's say it had been a flop or it hadn't worked, then you feel guilty that people have gone out and spent that money on your word. And that's what BYB was talking about. You know, sometimes you need to be careful, because in my opinion, that was going to do very well, and it did, luckily. But it's not something I do on a regular. So are you of the same opinion on that, bro, or do you think slightly differently?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the one he was referring to on my side, where we highlighted Raw Mint had made a bit of a balls up with their pricing on one of their bars, and you could get it for basically 5 gram gold spot from Raw Mint directly. I don't have any problems telling anyone about that, because I feel like the chances of them losing lots of money on that is pretty low. But when you're recommending any premium product, there's always that in your back of your mind, for sure. And that's why when we do all of our coin review videos and focus on things that companies have sent us, like Germany Mint or others, I always say, I'm not a sales channel. There are no affiliate bonus codes. I'm not tied to you. If you go and buy this, I don't get a kickback or anything. I'm very fortunate that I'm in a position that they can give me a coin for free. But if you like it, go and buy it. That's all I say. Yeah. And so that can really be, there's got to be some responsibility for other people. And I don't like in this world, this is the political side of backyard bullying coming out, but I hate the blame culture in this world. It was someone else's problem. They told me to do it. We're all adults. We can all make our decisions. You've just got to use your common sense. And if you hear somebody saying something that you like the sound of, go and find someone who's saying the opposite, and then hear both sides of the argument.
Yeah.
And so that's what I've tried to be on my channel. And you look at some of the most popular videos I've ever done, and half of them are me bashing silver and gold. So I hope I've done that in my tenure.
Well, talking about silver and gold, silver has shot up in price.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, though, as you say, it hasn't reached the levels of 2011, but it has definitely shot up quite nicely in the last few months. And I mean, I remember just recently it was at 23, 24. When I first started, it was probably at 16, 17. And now
I know,
at 28,
it's right. It's right at the time of year where I usually start thinking about buying all my year's supply for the next year ahead, which is lovely.
So are you going to hold, or do you think it will go higher? What do you think is going to happen? And again, it's only opinion.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. I've been saying it for a while. I think one of two things is likely to happen. Either gold will go down or silver will go up. And if gold holds, that means that silver has to go up. And gold is holding. So I think that's a kind of a roundabout answer to say that I think it's still going to keep going up. Where, I don't know. But I can see 30 soon in the next few weeks. I can then maybe see, I don't know, £1,000 a kilo is £32 and something change. So that'll probably happen as well at some point.
I don't know. I've said that I reckon it will go to about 35 by the end of the year. There's just so much happening in the world politically. Again, that is an opinion. So please, guys, don't rush out and buy a load of silver thinking that I've given the word and it's going to happen. What do I know? The same as everyone else, absolutely nothing. We just have to see where it goes. But that's my sort of feeling on it. I guess.
I think the thing that people need to remember as well is that even if silver does go to £35 an ounce, let's call it, by the end of the year, from where we are today, £28.50, that's like £6.50 an ounce increase. If you went to the Raw Mint right now and bought all your silver, you'd be paying more than £35 an ounce for it right now from them, because you're paying the VAT and the premiums. So it'll get to £35 an ounce, but then you'll be like, hey, I've made loads of money, and you'll go back and you'll find out all of a sudden that the Raw Mint will buy it off you for 95% spot price. Or you'll go and take it to another dealer and they'll give you spot price, and then you've not gained anything. Whereas the opposite is more true with gold. You can play that spot price a bit more. Where silver, I think, has more room to shine is with mid-tier collectible stuff. So if you have a piece of silver that's 33, 34, £35 an ounce right now, that's going to be £45 an ounce when silver's £35 an ounce. No problem. But you have to put in the work for it.
The premium stuff definitely holds a bit more than your regular Krugerrands or
but the difference is you can't go and buy a monster box of them and expect to be able to sell them all. It's simple, like economics, and you know what it's like. If you flood a market with 500 premium coins all at the same price, you're going to outsell yourself, and you're not going to be able to sell them all at the same price. So people don't always get that, and so they steer away from it. I do genuinely think there is room for growth on silver, but you have to invest in it strategically and correctly to really get that sort of return on it. Either that, or you have to buy it from second-hand sources at spot price.
Agreed.
Or just a little bit above.
Yeah.
So
if I ask you the question that most people get asked, silver or gold, preference?
Yeah. It depends on well, it depends what the preference is the wrong counter question. It depends on the goal of what you're trying to do. If you're trying to make lots and lots of money and you're willing to put in work, then silver. And if you're trying to hedge and get a little bit of profit over a long period of time, then gold every time. Gold will outperform silver over a long period, no problem. And you won't have to put any work in for it either. So.
No, I agree. For me, it's gold. I prefer gold as a long-term investment, without a doubt. I like silver, and I've got plenty of it, but I'm more into my collectible silver, I guess, than bullion silver. Though I did start off with bullion silver, that's what it was all about.
For sure.
So 365 says, all you buy from Cobra's auction. Thank you, 365.
Yeah, and do you know what? I just want to interject here and talk about your auctions for a second, because there are a lot of people out there who do a lot of auctions in this world, and I hate them. Like you and Empire are pretty much the only two that I have kind of a large respect for when you come to auctions, because you stop auctions when it gets crazy, or when there's people that are bidding against each other, and you're like, guys, I've got 2 of these coins, why don't you just both have them at this price? Or you're like, no, you shouldn't be paying more for that coin. You know, that to me is like the mark of integrity that cannot be underestimated. And, you know, there are a lot of other auction people out there on different platforms that will just shill and egg people on and get that hype. And I'm fundamentally in disagreement with that.
I really appreciate that, bro. I really do.
And I know you and Stormy are good friends too.
We are.
And I keep saying to Stormy when I catch up with him that we three should do some form of live streaming podcast thing and
should definitely
just shoot the shit, because I think we're all very much like-minded.
Yeah, without a doubt. And for those of you who don't know, Empire Precious Metals, he's an American creator. He does auctions and he also does loads of videos, so do pop over and see him. A massive thank you to Cy the Soundman, who's donated a tenner. He says, silver pouring in this heat cannot be easy.
Mate,
here's some
sweating.
Womber to buy some iced teas. Well, bro, thank you. I mean, you've given the tenner to me and I'm not pouring anything, but I'll definitely have an iced tea out of it. And I'll let Backyard Bullion know how nice and cooling that iced tea was.
I hate you. I hate you with the passion of 1,000 burning suns, which are currently sat right outside my window.
Wow. Edward says, does Empire send to the UK? No, Edward, he doesn't. We have a sort of deal. I won't send to America and he doesn't send to the UK. So we don't step on each other's toes. But he's a great guy and definitely worth watching his videos and all that lot as well. So, bruv, where are you going from here? 78,000 subs, right? That's why we're here, to celebrate that. What are your plans for the future with BYB?
I don't know, is the honest answer. Onwards. I mean, I do know. I'm going to keep on going with what I'm doing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, you know, as with all things YouTube, you get highs and you get lows. You get a video that goes viral and you get all that buzz from seeing the numbers go up and everything. And then you get the lows when the roller coaster kicks in and that video doesn't go viral anymore, and you get, you know, these things happen. So I'm, as all content creators, I'm just waiting for the next little viral video, I guess, and you just keep on plugging with your content. But all the bits that I still make get views and people still engage with it and still like it, enjoy it. And you keep getting new subs as you see. You know, this is supposed to be the 75,000 sub giveaway special live stream, and we're already at 78,000. So I want to get 100k subs. That would be a bucket listy thing to get the plaque. That would be pretty cool. I have to put that on my wall. And then from there, I don't know. One day I won't be doing this anymore. Who knows where and when that will be, but I have no idea.
Well, as 365 said, next up 100k subs BYB. get that silver YouTube play button, which is exactly what you said, which would be a massive achievement. After a couple of years of doing your content and all that lot, can you remember what sort of subs you had after 2 years?
Can't remember exactly, but I do remember that tell you what, I'm going to have a look at my analytics on the studio, because I remember a period of time where I was plugging along and things were going okay. And then I got one of these viral videos. I got a video that got like 100,000 views in not a long period of time. And then from that date onwards, I've had steady growth. So if I just do this here, don't think there's anything sensitive on that screen that I don't show. And also, I don't know if this is going to be the right way up. Hang on, let me just get this on the screen. Might have to be that way around, I reckon.
Yep, you're good, yep. And just move it. Yeah, that's it. There, perfect.
Yeah, so you guys can see that's a graph of the views on the channel. So we've got 15 million views on the channel.
Right.
And you can see here at the start, it was all trundling along, and then bang, suddenly viral video. And that viral video fuels all the growth and continued sustained growth on the channel. And then the most recent peak is when I started introducing shorts onto my channel. So that's not necessarily quite the same metric of growth.
Yeah.
Because shorts are very different in what they are. They don't bring as many subs in or as like, but they're a good thing to do. And I have to say, I've hesitated from doing shorts on YouTube for a very long time. But when I think about how I interact with YouTube at the moment, as me, I watch shorts all the time. So I was like, well, why shouldn't I do shorts? And why shouldn't I publish some of my stuff as shorts?
Yeah.
So
I haven't really got into that yet, and it is something I should look at. I did start doing a few TikTok sort of short videos. I know 365 has jumped on that as well, and CoinNoob has been doing that for years. And you seem to get a big following on TikTok with that, as in, you know, when you're doing the shorts there. But yeah, I guess it's something that all creators on YouTube should think about.
Well, you know, Empire said it to me. We're talking about Stormy a lot. We should probably get him in the chat. But you know, he said to me, he was like, "You've got 2,000 videos on your channel. That is a wealth of pre-recorded content. You could just take snippets from.
Yeah.
There's really good content." And I was like, "Yes, but there isn't enough time in my life to go through 2,000 of my own videos and find the bits that I want." And he was like, "Have a look at this website." So for anyone who is a content creator, Opus Pro. OPUS Pro. Just Google it and find it. It's free.
Write that down. Yeah.
For a certain amount of use, you can get free use out of it, but you can pay a small amount per month and you get unlimited amounts of clips. But you can basically just put your URL of the video you want, and it will generate 10 or so, 11, 12, however many shorts from that. And they could be 10 seconds or they could be 30 seconds or a minute. And it just takes AI generated content or AI generated from your content, and then it gives you these little video clips to download, which is what I've been doing. Okay. And it's really useful.
Cool. Well, we've just had Corium join the membership on my channel. So Corium, welcome. That's absolutely massive. And if you're in the UK, you can now join the auctions and bid in there, and you can join the Telegram group, and I'll send you a membership card out. We have a question from Marcin. He says, what is the highest you've ever paid for an ounce of silver, and the lowest price, date dependent?
The lowest price I can answer very easily. That was about £9.50.
Wow.
For an ounce.
Very good.
And that was back when I just got started, and it was dirt cheap, and it was off eBay, and it was genuine. I had it checked and tested and everything. And then the majority of my first bits of silver all averaged around £10.50 to £11 an ounce, but spot at the time was around £10 an ounce. The most expensive piece of silver per ounce is probably one of the raw mint proof coins, I would think. And it's probably one of the great engraver proofs, which was, oh no, I tell a lie, because there was the pre-graded proof coins from the coronation that I bought, and that was like 450 quid, I think, and it would be like £225 an ounce. But you want to know what? I sold that set for 950 quid, so I doubled my money on it. So, you know.
Well, I know the most expensive silver ounce I bought, bro, because I bought it off you.
Oh, right.
Can you remember
which
what it was?
No.
Error Britannia coin.
Oh, the error coins, of course.
Yeah.
Yes. The error
I
coins.
think for one of them I paid about 600 and the others I got for about 400. And that was where we had a quarter rotation on the die.
Yes.
And there was something else on it as well. There was a double.
You had the double errors as well, and we hadn't even spotted the fact that there were double errors.
Yeah, yeah. And they've been sitting in my little safe, just blending away there. So I don't know what I'll do with them. I think I gave one away and sold one.
At some point, to the right person, that would be worth more. And it's just about finding that right person, which is often a bit more of a less easy concept.
Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Sid, but I'm going to do something a bit fun with the silver pouring now. So,
all right, talk us through it.
Well, we're nearing temperature time, so some people might have seen a few minutes ago I turned on the blowtorch to try and get that hot so that I don't blow my face off with liquid molten silver, which would be lovely. But we're now going to stick in the last little bits of the 10-ounce Queen's Beast Complete bar. We've got 2 little fragments left that didn't fit in the crucible, but now they do. So here. There you go. Cast it into the fire, get it gone, and let's make something a little bit more cool. So I reckon in a few minutes, we will be ready to pour some silver into this little mold.
So why are you heating up the mold now? What's the reason for that?
So graphite absorbs water and moisture from the air, the humidity, and basically it's like a sponge. So if you don't heat it up and you pour in 1000 degree silver, the silver explodes and is not good. In fact, I won't be able to pick this up fully because it's hot, but you might be able to see in there, on that side, there's some remnants of when I didn't quite heat it up enough one time and it's sort of stuck in there a little bit and kind of goes psh, and it's very scary, and I've never had a serious incident accident, but I don't want one, so I'm going to heat it up.
Fair enough. Edward's asking, Backyard Bullion, do you wear a mask when you're pouring?
No, I don't. I probably should, and I probably should wear a heatproof apron, but I don't.
You're a rebel.
I'm a rebel, but I would highly recommend anybody. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, though. That's the difference, and I've learned from my mistakes of having poured silver and made. I haven't burnt myself with liquid silver, but I've certainly burnt myself a few times touching things that were way too hot, like bars freshly poured that once they've cooled, they look perfect. And then you go and pick them up and actually they're still about 600 degrees. So I have had very bad burns on my fingertips before and stuff like that. But
not good.
I don't know, you just get kind of used to it and you just get very safe. I should probably wear things though. Mrs. Backyard Bullion does remind me about that a number of times, but yeah.
So were you
other than these
burn
big
your
red
fingerprints off, bruv? Is that what you?
I know, right? Well, you've probably seen me touching the mold here. This is like too hot to touch, but you know, chef's hands and all that, you just about flick it around and do that. But yeah, I probably have burnt majority of my fingerprints off over the years. So.
Now you
right.
Go on, go if you're ready.
No, you asked me because I was just going to say we're nearly ready.
All right, I'll ask you one more and then you can go into that. You pour a lot of different things. What do you pour for, or what different shapes, and do you make your own molds?
Don't make my own molds because if you're working with graphite, you really do have to take your health and safety seriously because graphite dust is really nasty. So I only, hang on, something's just died over on my PC. No, we're good. So yeah, I don't make my own molds. I basically buy them off the shelf, and if then there are things that I want to have commissioned, I will commission a mold from whoever it might be that makes molds. There are a few people in the US that do it, a few people in the UK, and that's where we are.
Cool. Okay.
All right. Okay, so we're going to pour some little bars now, and hopefully I won't burn my face off, which would be a lovely thing not to do on a live stream. So I might not talk for a moment as we concentrate and do this, but for those maybe who haven't seen any of my silver pouring before, the reason for the blowtorch is, as I said, to get the mold hot enough so it doesn't blow my face off, but also to keep that silver from cooling instantly, and you get this lovely little ripple effect. So we're hopefully going to get some nice looking pieces out of this and have some nice poured silver. So here we go.
What temperature would that be at?
It's at 1,075 degrees at the moment.
Look at that.
And then I just tap mold with the crucible and my other hand, as you can see, and the rocking back and forth makes a bit of a fingerprint.
Nice.
And those are 4 quite tasty looking bars, I have to say.
That's how you get your famous backyard bullion ripples in there then.
Yeah. And it's funny, when I got started and did these, people ask me, oh, why are you putting those horrible, ugly ripples onto the bars? And I'm like, they're not horrible and ugly, they're lovely. I love them. And you know, some people like their bars really plain, but I quite like these with the ripples on. So then, it's just about cooling them.
Wow, you can hear that. We can't see that, but we can hear it.
You can't see it, but I have a little tap and sink right next to my workstation. Because we have now moved house since the early days of Backyard Bullion, and I got to be able to design my own workroom in the garage of the new place that we moved to.
So 365 is asking, can we buy some of these live balls? But what actually are we going to do with them, bro?
So we're going to give some of these away, and I don't know if we can do any requests for selling, but we can maybe see how much silver we've got left over at the end. Yes. So here we go. There are the results. Hopefully that's showing.
Yeah, very nice.
Okay on the old camera.
Yeah. So these
4 beautiful, lovely little ripple bars.
As Backyard Bullion has said, we are going to give away a few of these. I am also going to give away a 5-ounce piece to celebrate Backyard Bullion hitting 75,000. But yeah, we may sell a bit of poured stuff if you want it. So
I'm just going to actually do a little quality control check now as well, because one thing that is lovely about these bars, the tops look fantastic, but sometimes you get little imperfections on the bottom. And indeed, there are some nasty little sharp bits here, which haven't quite sort of taken to the mold perfectly, as you can see. And right. You know what? I'm a perfectionist. And like these, if I got this as a customer, I'd be like, oh, that's very pretty, but that's there and that's sharp, and I don't like that, and I can't like hold it and feel it without feeling that. So I'm afraid, for all of you wonderful people out there, this is the fate of that bar. It's going straight back in the melting pot. And we can try again. But that's the beauty of pouring silver, pouring 999 fine silver, in fact, as well, is you can just pop it straight back into the crucible and start again. So we've got definitely 2 good ones, and we're going to be doing a few more pours in about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so when they are ready.
Perfect. Well, Steve Davis has said, CobraStacker, you need some Backyard Bullion Cobra branded silver. Now you say that, but actually Backyard Bullion has made me several things. With CobraStacker on there, he's made me pure silver dice as well. And the way you can look at it is go to Backyard Bullion's website, and you can always give him an email, and I'm sure he'll be able to sort some things out for you if you want something done.
For sure. The vast majority of what I make these days is poured to order, because we have so many products annually that we do that I've only got a certain amount of turnover that I can work with before I have to be VAT registered, and I don't want to do that because it's just a boatload of admin and crap. So I am very restrictive of how much I pour, but when I do have commissions and requests, if I can fit it in my turnover schedule, then I will, and I do. So for sure, and I have got little bits on the go at the moment with the Edinburgh office and customers too, so lots out there.
And you've been doing a lot with the Silver Forum for what, 9 years now? Pouring
sure.
Stuff for them.
Well, that forms part of the backbone of our annual product line. So right at the start, before social media, I guess, really took off. I mean, it was already there because obviously YouTube was there and everything. But there wasn't any huge Facebook groups. There wasn't any Discord servers and things like that. So the Silver Forum was like the biggest community out there. I mean, to a certain degree, it is still the biggest community in terms of like registered users and stuff. But Facebook is also quite big right now, and obviously Stack is social and stuff too. So, but yeah, I just made the Silver Forum my home. I get confused so often by people on the forum as the person who owns the forum. I don't own the forum. That's a little conspiracy theory some people out there always go to. They're like, oh, Backyard Bullion, you own the Silver Forum. I don't own the Silver Forum. I don't. So I just make their poor silver every year. And we've been doing it 9 years. This is the 9th year. Next year's 10-year anniversary. And we've had people buy 1-ounce bars, 100-gram bars every year for the full 9 and then onwards to 10 years. And we're going to be doing a special super secret squirrel project in collaboration with another incredible organization, which I'm not going to name on this stream because it's all going to be very secret and it will come out one day. But there is a big collaboration happening for a 10-year anniversary next year. Because also 10-year anniversary next year is the 10-year anniversary of our channel, which is crazy. Perfect. So yeah. I have completely ignored the chat, and I've just seen one question in there from Marcin Lucas, who says, "How long does the crucible last until it needs replacing?"
Yeah.
It can vary, if I'm being honest, Marcin. So it depends on the quality of the graphite. Here's one that I prepared earlier, to coin a phrase, but this is an old one, and this has probably had maybe 7 or 8 hour-and-a-half long pouring cycles go through it, and you can see it's really like flaky now, and it's really thin at the top. Whereas there are higher quality graphite that you can get from other distributors. This one's had probably 10, 11, 12 sessions through it, and it's still really quite good. But it is starting to degrade a little bit at the bottom. So you've just got to kind of self-inspect and check whether or not they are still viable. Because if they break mid-pour, that ain't good.
Mm. Now, we've just had someone come in who is a mutual friend of ours. Nick from Trusty Metrics, you've been doing some work with them as well.
Hi, Nick.
You've been doing some stuff with Trusty Metrics as well, haven't you?
We have, yeah. And again, it's like whenever you partner with anyone, that ultimately the goal is to obviously fuel, partnership and selling and so on. They were great because they weren't like pushy, and they weren't like, you have to go and say this, and you have to sell them, and you have to do this. It's just very much a partnership for raising brand awareness, for raising awareness of the products and the machines. And I've used the Sigmas for 6-7 years, I think, for the original, and now with the Pro and the Investor model. So it's like a match made in heaven, and I'm enjoying working with them and bringing more of, and like, they gave one away on our giveaway, man. Like, how cool was that? They gave away an Investor model on our giveaway, which was absolutely mad. So pretty crazy, really.
And that's what I mean. I think with anything where there's a sponsorship or a deal and all that, you've got to believe in the product yourself. Otherwise, I think it's being a bit fake on your channel to promote something that you don't actually agree with. And I was using the Sigmas, again, a couple of years before Trusty Metrics came along to the UK. And so when we spoke, it was definitely a thing of, I'd happily work with you because I love the machine anyway. And to have a UK-based supplier is absolutely brilliant.
Oh, it makes all the difference, man. Like, that's the biggest selling point. We'll talk more on them in a second because we're about to do some more silver pouring here. So let's see if we can get these bars looking as good as the first batch. So out we come.
I love that. I love it when it goes from that orange to silver.
Oh man, it's great, isn't it? I still get a little bit of heart flutter every time I pour silver, which says to me that I still love it.
Wow.
I think if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't have kept doing it this long. So I'm pretty happy with them. Hopefully those will look pretty cool. And Coach, you know what I also just found? I looked it out in the box. You might recognise this because it's a mold that I made for you. And I thought, you know what? As we're on a Cobra live stream, and somebody wanted to buy a Cobra themed piece that we can commemorate this live stream on, and we can pour one of those, or we could maybe pour a couple of them. We'll see how we get on with the with these bits, and then we can do that.
And there was, you see that mold you've got there, right? And let me show you. So Gold Silver Hunter is another pourer, and on Stacker Social he's done a couple of things. And look at that, bro. He made me that. It's not made of silver, but it's the same one that you've got there, but this was, I think, 1.something kilos or whatever, made in a different metal. But how beautiful is that? And you had done the same thing for me in the smaller version many years ago.
That's stunning, mate.
Yeah.
So this is the thing, right? Like, I'm here pouring silver, and it's not rocket science. It's not. I'm not going to like try and belittle myself, but it's not that hard. You pour silver into a mold, and yeah, there are some complexities with it, and there's some experience that you learn with it over the years. But you're putting silver in the mold at the end of the day. The people who go and do the 3D sand casting and the stuff that sort of Punk's making, the creativity is just incredible, and like I have so much respect for them because it's skill sets that I cannot even fathom to start to think about learning. And I did, as with all sort of businesses, and poured silver being my business, I did think about like expanding the repertoire and doing different things and trying different things, but it just never worked. So I stuck with my guns of what's good for me. Right, we've got 2 here that have got some more imperfections, so those are going to go back in the crucible. We've got those 4 there, so I think what we'll do, Sid, is we'll make a big Cobra to give away as like a grand prize, and we'll give that to someone in this stream. Amazing. The 4 little bars that we've got there, we will give those away to Cool Kids Club members, which we need to work out how to do, because we're going to basically go back through some of my video catalogue, choose a random video, and then we're going to choose a random comment on that video.
Fair play.
And if that person has put in what I call the Cool Kid Club comment, or whatever it is I've asked them to type in on that particular video,
now, the sad thing is, I actually watch your videos right to the end, and I always say, for the cool kid members, put in this serial number on this bar, and I never do.
And you haven't. Yeah.
So I watch it all the way to the end, but I never do it.
This will be your shortcoming, mate.
Yes.
Because someone is going to win some prizes here. We've got those 4 to give away. So yeah, we'll do a big Cobra as a grand prize, and then we'll maybe do 1 or 2 more depending on how we get on, and if anyone wants to buy a special Cobra for commemorating our stream, then they can.
Amazing.
But I can't do more than that because, as I said, I'm really strapped with my turnover that I have for my business, and I don't want to go over that VAT threshold because it's an absolute nightmare. So I have to be very careful every year. But I can squeeze in a couple of pieces, I think.
See, Nerd has said that's because you ain't cool, Cobra. That's true. That's true.
But what I will do, and look, you and me said that this is not a sales stream, and I don't really want it to be a sales stream. So we'll do 2 pieces, but we're not. When we say we're going to sort of maybe auction them, we'll maybe even just have like a buy it now thing, and then if there's more than one person wants it, we'll draw someone's name out of the hat. Because I'm not a fan of somebody paying like £300 for an ounce of silver. That's not what I'm about. That's fine.
I'm with you on that totally.
And that means that obviously not everyone's going to be able to get any. If somebody does want to purchase some of our silver, we've got some of our channel bars up on our website right now. There's only about 20 left out of the 100. They were published earlier today through our newsletter. If you want some of the poured silver that we make, then that's the place to go, and you can go and get those right now because those are up on the website. So that's all the sales pitching we'll do on that. I don't really need or want to make this into a sales stream.
Nick from Trusty Metrics has asked, how difficult is it to pour gold or platinum?
Gold isn't actually that much more difficult than silver. The platinum is harder because it's got a higher melting point. So it's like, I think 1700 odd degrees. So the furnaces that I've got can't get that high.
Right.
But gold, the tricky thing I've got with gold is that because I use silver so much, it's about keeping the gold clean and not getting it contaminated. So if I was to pour gold, I would ideally need a separate room and separate kit. So new furnace, all separate molds, all separate crucibles, tools, everything would have to be separate, because when I send it off to the assay office, and this has happened because I did pour a gold bar and it failed because it had silver contamination. And it was micro amounts, but it still was enough to fail it, which was really annoying. And I should have seen it coming, but I kind of was blissfully ignorant at the time. So, yeah.
Martin said,
so gold is actually really easy to pour. But the problem with gold is it's so freaking expensive that if you make a bar the same size as the ones that we've just poured, it would probably cost around about £6,000. It would be close to 2.5, 3 ounces worth in that size. It's so dense. So, like, who's going to buy that? You can't really justify that.
Saying that, someone did ask earlier, what do you think about the 1 gram gold bars that go up for sale and the 5 gram gold bars?
What, like from when you sell them on your auctions and stuff? And things like that? Oh, from anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, if you plan to sell them yourself at the other end in the same manner, then yeah, there's no problem with it. But if you just take them to a dealer, you're going to lose money unless gold's gone up massively. If you go to a dealer with gold, they're just going to give you spot price for it if you're lucky.
But see, the way I think about that is with the way gold has gone now, buying a 1 ounce, like I love my 1 ounces. I bought a lot from you.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't afford that now, and even the price of sovereigns is going up and all that. So if you can't afford them, then buying a 1 gram is at least getting you into that gold market.
For sure. No, I don't disagree. But again, if somebody is seeing that now and thinking, I'm going to buy a gram of gold a month for 10 years, you could argue that if they saved up for 3 months and bought something a bit bigger like a sovereign, or half sovereign maybe, because you wouldn't have enough gold stored up, then your premium would be so much lower already.
Agreed.
And even if gold goes up in that 3 month period, you will still be up because you haven't paid as high a premium on your entry point.
Yeah.
That's my way of thinking it. So yes, but also I get where you're coming from, that the price is so high that it is difficult to get into that market. But I think people just need to understand that if they are buying anything with a premium, that they need to think about, if they do need to sell it, are they going to be happy with whatever price they are given from a dealer, or are they just going to try and sell it themselves on eBay, where you can get a better price, but then there's more risk and more work, and people don't often think about that. And then all of a sudden they have a boiler break or a car breakdown and they need the money, and so they're in, now selling on eBay, it takes you, if you run an auction for a week and then send it out in the post, you're not going to get your money for 3 weeks. And if you're a brand new seller on eBay, you might even have your account put on hold for a month before you get your money. So it's not an easy way of getting that cash out.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Corium says, when I started 1 ounce was 1,500 odd, mainly bought from Charles. Yeah, Corium, I'm with you on that. I think the cheapest I ever paid for an ounce of gold was about 1,480, so around the same time probably.
900.
Oh, don't talk to me. I don't even want to talk to you no more.
Krugerrand, 900 on the silver forum.
So jealous.
I met the guy in a car park in a supermarket and bought it. It's hilarious.
900. Amazing. Yeah, I mean, there you go. So where are we now? We're heating up the mold for the Cobra.
Yeah, we're going to do the Cobra mold. And it's been a while since I poured one of these, so we'll see how it comes out.
Yeah.
And we will make a couple more. And those ones will go up for our little buy it now auction thing. And then we've got these to give away. So we'll work out, once we've poured everything, we'll start thinking about how we give it all away.
Sure.
Because then my mind won't, because the problem is with this furnace, once it gets going, you're pouring like every 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So you need to kind of keep on top of it and make sure it's still okay. And not setting the house on fire as well.
So Rory says, Cobra, when are you going to do a video on platinum? Rory, you ready? Never. And I'll tell you why. I don't like it. And this is totally a personal opinion. Totally a personal opinion. Right, platinum used to be more expensive than gold, then it dropped loads. And yes, there's potential for it to go back up and all that. I just don't like it. But that's me on a personal level. I'm not telling anyone they should or shouldn't, or I don't know the ins and outs of platinum, but I do know gold and I know it very well. Being that from a kid we were taught as Indians that gold, always have gold, always keep gold. And so that's in my blood. But platinum I don't like. What do you think? That's my personal opinion.
I agree. And I bought some platinum, not very much, a couple of ounces back in like 2018, and it's just about breaking even.
Yeah.
So that I think puts it in perspective. The gold back in 2018 has over doubled. So, but platinum has gone up in the last few months. It's up 43.5% in a 3 month period.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That is something. But I, like you say, with that culture thing with gold, I always go back to my archaeological days, because that was my degree at university, and I remember reading in textbooks about the Incan culture in South America. They would be able to take all the gold out of the ore, but they couldn't get their furnaces hot enough to melt the platinum out, so it was just slag, and it was just waste material left in ditches, and archaeologists would find these waste ditches full of platinum slag worth thousands, and this culture just didn't care about it.
Yeah.
And I think that sort of speaks volumes, really.
And as I say, that's just a personal opinion. Look, I don't know enough about platinum, so I'm no expert on anything really. But I personally don't like platinum. But Rory says, I know you do, Cobra, but you said you were going to do a vid. I'll never buy platinum because the wife will flog it as silver when I kick the bucket. Yeah. And that's another point in it. It just looks like silver. You know what I mean? And there's no like.
In fact, silver looks better.
Yeah, and with gold, there's that real beautiful look to it. I mean, it's just, I don't know, we're like magpies, aren't we, when it comes to gold? There's just something about gold. I love it.
It's pretty magic. Right, we're ready to pour a Cobra.
Let's do it. Make this the best Cobra you've ever poured.
Oh, now you're putting the pressure on me. Why would you say that as I just pick up 1,000-degree silver? Honestly, man. Right, here we go.
There's the little ripples on the back.
Oh, it's not bad. I quite like that one.
Okay.
We might have enough for one more. Let's have a go.
Look at that.
Yes, we did.
Amazing. I love that. I just love the way it goes from molten into a solid bit of silver.
Sure. Right, I reckon we can get 2 more if we do one more little pour, because I think that's going to be what time is it now? It's 8:30. So this is probably about as long as I want to run the furnace before.
So massive hello to anyone who's joined us. There's loads of people saying hello. I'm not typing today, so I'm just going to say a general hello to everyone and welcome to everyone from myself and Backyard Bullion. This is a little live we're doing as a little collab to celebrate Backyard Bullion hitting 75,000 or now 78,000 subs. And we are going to do some giveaways, which BYB is pouring right now, and I've got a giveaway for you as well. But a massive welcome to everyone. So just so you know, I'm not ignoring you.
Are you ready to hear the Cobra hiss?
Do it. That is wicked. That is wicked.
Right, here are the first 2 Cobras.
Oh, look at that.
We should be able to get 2 more out of what I put back in. So we'll give 1 away, and then we'll do 2. We'll do, how many does that leave? I can't even do maths. We'll have 3 of them, and we'll work out what the what an appropriate. I'll just do a buy it now price of what I would normally charge for my silver right now. I don't want to go and auction these off because that's not what we're about here. And whoever wants to buy
I might have to buy one, bruv, but I'd want you to put something on the back.
To make it special.
Yeah, between you and me. So as in a CobraStacker and BYB collab and the date. Something like that.
Cobra was here kind of thing, you know.
No, Cobra and BYB.
Okay.
So both of us on.
All right. Well, we'll do that then. So we'll have 1 for you, and then we'll do 2 for. No, I can't even do maths. Honestly, it's too hot.
1 giveaway.
It's too hot.
1 giveaway.
1 giveaway.
1 for me. 2 buy it now, and 4 bars giveaway as well.
And the 4 bars, yeah. Okay, cool. Right, that's fine. We'll work that out. Cool. So when we get round to that, what we'll do for those 2 that are going to buy it now is I'll obviously do the weights on it. I'll work out the price. We'll put it in there, and then if people want to buy it, they'll put their name in the chat that they want to buy it, and then we'll choose one of those random people that do it. I think that's probably the fairest thing to do.
Sounds good. 365 has put YP times 1. Rory's put YP times 1. Don't worry, guys. We'll work something out to be fair for everyone. But there are only limited.
It'll be a giveaway in that you'll be selected at random to have the privilege to buy
whatever price. Yeah, sounds good.
So yeah. So Cobra, I have a few questions for you, my friend.
Go for it. Bloody hell, that's a shock. Hello, you there? I think we've lost him.
I know.
Oh, there we go. Sure. We lost you for a second there, bruv.
Oh, yeah. I'm all back?
Yeah, we're good.
Cool. So you do a lot of these collectible stuff, and you're a brave man because I know very well what the risks are with collectible stuff. Sometimes they go up, sometimes they go down.
Yeah.
But you have this affinity, it seems, to find the best things out there. How do you do it?
All right. So, look, I base it, and me and NGMD, we talk a lot about this, right? A lot of the collectibles I get are just amazing pieces which I like and I'm attracted to, and I think, oh wow, that's amazing. And so I'll grab a few of them because I think, well, if I like it, other people are going to like it. So that's one angle that I take. The other one is also, and I was speaking to Omar about this the other day, I buy items which are very popular, like say Monopoly or Marvel, or, you know, so they've got a massive name all over the world. So there's going to be a bigger interest there as well. So these are the ways I buy. I also base it off mint. So Agoro, which was New Zealand mint, are massively, you know, they bring some beautiful pieces out. MK are bringing some great stuff out. Today Limited, Germania, you know, so we have our key mints that bring out certain things as well. You know the quality is good, the packaging is good, the actual piece is good. So there's several reasons why I'll pick up certain things. It will be personal taste, it will be the mint that's producing it, and it will be some of the sets that they bring out are just amazing. Though then once one set comes out, everyone sort of jumps on that bandwagon, like when Germania brought out the cast bars, they were beautiful with the goddesses, and then everyone jumped on the cast bars and it sort of ruins it a bit. But yeah, really a lot of it is my taste, I think, and luckily my taste sort of matches up with a lot of other people, so I've been lucky in that way. And you've got to remember with collectibles, you're absolutely right, they can go up or down, so you can't base it on that. Buy a collectible because you love it, not because you're trying to flip it. And if you're trying to flip it, you may do well, and you may not. You know, so keep that in mind when you're buying collectibles, and keep affordability in mind. I'll say it 100 times, only buy it if you can afford it. Don't put yourself out of pocket for a collectible.
Good advice, man. I think that's the way to do it. And I, like you say, buy what you like, I think is really important as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Collectibles are to be enjoyed. They really are.
And I think that's like the whole point of like the poured silver side of things as well. Like any poured silver producers in the chat will know that it's a labor of love, and you don't get to I've had quite good success with these bits of porcelain. Sometimes you have days which are awful and you won't be able to get anything that looks good. It just is horrible. The silver gods, I call them, can give and take away. And so that premium comes from the hard work that you put into it.
Yeah.
But they premium items and collectible items, and they're not supposed to be investment items. But as with anything, if you find the right person for the right buyer, for the right product, something that somebody loves, then, you know, you theoretically can make money on them. But I would never advise anybody to buy poured silver as an investment item.
Yeah, I agree.
But
And go on, sorry.
Life is also too short to sit there and worry about every penny on every single thing you buy. So sometimes I am a firm believer of, if you buy something, you like it and you enjoy it and you love it and it makes you feel good, then that has positive impacts on the rest of your life, which can actually end up earning you loads more money. Perhaps you get a new promotion at your job because you're feeling good about your life and you're doing good things in your life. Or perhaps something else good happens to you. You know, there's plenty of benefits to having a positive mental attitude.
No, I love
sometimes
that. I absolutely agree with that. Yeah, absolutely agree. Being positive in your mind helps you all the way in life, because everything you do has a positive outlook rather than negative. And sometimes when we can get into that state where we're feeling a bit down and all that lot, you're right, it'll affect everything else we do. So yeah, buy what you like, enjoy it, but within your financial limits, without a doubt.
For sure. I mean, I'm just going to, because it's a bit difficult for me to take my webcam over to my nerd shelf, but I will just take a photograph of it and show it on the stream. So this is like my nerd shelf in my work room. And, you know, I've got, I don't know how well that's going to show on the camera, but I've got like a whole bunch of like D&D collectibles and Dota 2 Defense of the Ancients. It's like an online game that I play with some of my friends. Got some of their collectibles and stuff on there as well. You know, and it's like, it's a waste of money, but it makes me happy, and it, you know, it's fun and I like it, and, you know, it makes a cool little display stand up there on my shelf. So, you know. Well,
there's a lot of people in the stacking community who are into D&D. I'll tell you that much, bro.
Yeah, man.
100%. Me being one of them, for sure.
Yeah.
And TSC.
Well, we've toyed about the idea of doing it. It's just finding the time.
I know, but I want to do it. I want the Dungeon Master with yourself, me as an elf. I don't know what TSC wants to be, but even if we set up a game for once a month or something like that, I'd be well up for it. Look, all the rule books.
Yeah.
I hate you.
There's my shelf with all the rule books and some more dragons as well.
Wicked.
Freaking love them. Love it.
Wicked. Right, should we think about the first giveaway, bruv?
Yeah, okay, let's do it, because I've just dumped a bunch more silver in here, and it's going to take probably 10-15 minutes to get ready for pouring, because we emptied it all out last time. So, yes, let's do the giveaways. We've got 4 bars to give away. So, I guess, Sid, one thing, because you are here, we should get you to choose the first random video on my channel. So, what I'm going to ask you for, Sid, I've been thinking about a logical way to do this. Sorry, CobraStacker. Sorry, man.
Go on.
Is I want you to choose me first up a number between 1 and 50.
All right, we're going to go with 12.
12. Okay. All right. And so that is going to be. It's funny that it's this video, man. It's the video. Are 1 gram gold bars worth buying? We've talked a lot about 1 gram gold bars.
There you go, guys. So if you want to know Backyard Bullion's opinion, have a look at that video.
Indeed. Right, and then in that comment section, okay, so what did I put in there? I put one of the serial numbers of those little 1 gram bars. So the answer was 3906. So there are quite a few comments in here. How are we going to do this? Right.
Give me I'll do a number between whatever and count that.
So let me just. Yeah, okay. I reckon. Oh, hang on. That's why I can't see them all. There we go. Right, there's quite a few comments now. Okay, give me a number between 1 and. There's about 50 comments on there. So 1 and 50 again.
All right, I'm going to go with 19.
19. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is a really, really awkward way of doing it, but we're doing it this way. I've filtered it by that number. There we go. It's going to be CobraStacker, who is a fantastic long-term supporter of my channel.
Wicked.
So fantastic. I'm going to add a little comment to him.
CobraStacker gets the first one. And don't worry, for guys in the chat, we're going to do a couple of these for you as well. So we're doing a couple by video.
These giveaways are part of my channel. What I do is, if you haven't watched any of my videos for a while, or if you are a long-term viewer, you'll know, whenever I do a video, I say at the end, let me know if you're cool, because you are if you've watched the 15 minutes of me ramble, by commenting a certain phrase or number of a serial number of a bar. So what I'm doing now is I'm choosing a random video and a random comment on those videos, and then we're going to give one of those little bars that we've poured to those people. So the first little winner is CobraStacker. So I guess now we need to get help from the chat somehow. So somebody in the chat, it's going to be the first number I see right up in the chat, I guess. So we had the first number between 1 and 50. So now I need a number between 51 and 100.
Right, go for it, chat. 51
so
to 100.
Somebody in that chat.
23 from jumping.
23 I saw from jumping into silver. So that's page 1 and page 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 23 you said?
Yep.
I'm glad he didn't choose 49 and me choosing 49. Although I suppose I could have counted from the other side, couldn't I? All right, this one is going to be the video. 365 will love this one, man. It's so funny how these things happen. It's the silver roulette video that I did.
Wicked.
So the silver roulette set from Pick Coins, I think it was.
Yeah.
And they had that really cool thing, and I bloody well nearly lost that little tiny ball when I opened the capsule, which was pretty hilarious. Right, there are how many comments? About 25 comments on that one. So we need a number between 1 and 25.
Go chat, 1 and 25.
First number I see after Marcin, who wrote 69. So somebody who writes me a number between 1 and 25 after Marcin.
And we've
23 again from Golden Bullet.
Golden Bullet.
So I'm going to count down from the top this time. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. So it is going to be Tony Stone 9367. No idea if he's in the chat. Probably not. But we're going to let him know that he's a Cool Kid Club winner.
And you know who Golden Bullet is?
Sorry, say again.
Do you know who Golden Bullet is?
No.
It's my son.
What am I missing? Oh, Golden Bullet. Sorry, in the chat.
Yeah.
No, I don't know who Golden Bullet is. I'm sorry if I.
That's my son.
Who is?
It's my son.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, me. Well, there you go.
Perfect. We'll chuff with that.
Right. Okay, that's him replied to. So now we need another number between 1 and 50.
1 and 50, chat. One.
And I know you just know they're going to put something like fucking 22 or something. So I have to count
8. We got robot.
Right, number 8. Here we go. Okay. So number 8.
365 is rigged.
I know, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it is the I sold my gold to buy more gold from last year, and I have 0 regrets. So it's funny that one's come up because this is like nearly a year exactly to the day when I've done it again, selling more of my gold.
Yeah, we'll chat about that in a bit.
Oh no, this was a bit different. This was me buying 2 giant 2-ounce gold coins, the tiger and the dragon from the Perth Mint.
Love them. Yeah.
Because I had fallen out of favour with the Royal Mint, and I was getting specific special years of those coins, and I hate the Royal Mint now, so I decided to go Perth Mint instead. So, what was the cool kid comment on that video? I don't even know.
Just see what everyone's put the same thing of.
Yeah, I think so. God, that was around 60,000 subs as well. So,
wow.
Hilarious. Funny how it's gone in a year. Okay, someone in the chat, give me a comment number between 1 and about 40, and we'll just count down from there.
1 and 40, next one after Scott M. Barry Wiggins, good friend of mine, number 13.
Right, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cobra, you commented on this video. That's hilarious.
No way.
I think so.
Don't tell me I'm number 13.
Isle of Man. Shimster Isle of Man is one of my most avid supporters. This is why we do giveaways on YouTube, because this is amazing.
Wicked.
It's hilarious how like the serendipitousness of it all happens. Right, you are a cool kid club winner.
Imagine the one that I commented on. Imagine if I won that. That would be brilliant.
I know, right? You didn't.
Sure.
Right. Okay. We need one more now for the last little bar. That's the fourth. That's the third one. So one more between 1 and 50, please.
1 and 50. Let's go. And we got Roger Devine with number 9.
Oh, it's like it was serendipitous, for God's sake. Right. Number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one is proof of wealth or lose it. One of my bank videos. Oh, we love a good bank video. This one will have a lot of comments on it, I have no doubt, because it's always the case with the bank stuff. Yes, it does have quite a large number of comments on here. Crikey. Okay, we're going to have to go with like a number from 1 and 100.
1 and 100 after Elite Mania's 14. So 1 and 100 now. First one. 22 from Nerd UK.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is Dear7343, and he says it's the 31st video of mine that I've ever watched, and 31 was the serial number of the particular bar in question that he was asked to comment. So
wicked.
That's quite funny.
And who was that?
Brilliant. Dear7343.
All right, I'm writing all these down. Cool.
Right. That is, I think, all the cool kids. That's all 4 of them, isn't it, that we've done? We've got Silverback Stacker, we had Shimster Isle of Man, we had, I've replied to them all on the comments anyway.
Yeah,
so I'll be
Shimster
able to
Isle of Man and Dear773.
That was it, yeah, brilliant. Fantastic. Thank you, chat, and thank you, Cobra, for helping me with that.
Pleasure.
That's really good. And we can give those 4 little bars away. So for that, if they probably won't see this live stream, but I will say it anyway. If they do, get in touch. My email is byb@backyardbullion.com. It's in the description box, or it will be anyway. And then I've also emailed or commented on their YouTube comments, so hopefully they'll get in touch with me. If for whatever reason they don't get in touch with me, for whatever reason, I'm going to do something else on my channel. We'll give it away in the video, and we'll get it to somebody else in the next one. So it'll go to someone. It'll just be whoever is in touch fastest, I guess. So right, we've got 1 Cobra to give away on this stream to somebody watching, and then we're going to pour 2 more, and the silver's probably about 5 to 10 minutes away still. So
cool.
Yeah.
Okay. With the stuff that we give away on this to our guys in the chat here, Can we
Yes.
put their name on it or anything if they wanted that done?
Of course.
Amazing.
Yeah. It's going to be a little bit difficult for me to fully stamp it here on this stream.
Yeah, you can do that after, yeah.
But 100% we'll stamp it with their name, date, whatever they want. You know, when we pick the winner, that person just needs to drop me an email, and then we'll just email back and forth about what they want. We'll send it up to the Edinburgh office to have it hallmarked, of course, as well. There's no issues on that. Although technically, because I'm not selling it, I don't need to have it hallmarked. So if they really want it just posted up first thing tomorrow, I can do that. But I'd suggest to have it hallmarked. It won't take that long.
It'll be nice.
It would be much better, and yeah, easy peasy. So the question is, which one do we want to do for the giveaway? We haven't really got the other two yet, so we can't choose which one it will be.
Well,
we'll do that in a minute.
Keep the Cobra for the end, right? Because that's the big piece there.
But I'll tell you what we can do now then.
Yes.
We could do, so these two that I've just poured, we can use these two as the buy it now ones.
Sure.
And if I just do their weights, so one of them is going to be 3.6 ounces, which would be at my RRP 165.
Yeah.
So 165 for one. And the other one is 3.56 ounces, which would be 163. So not much in it.
Okay. All right.
So here, let me get them on camera.
So what we'll say,
And
we'll just say 165 for each of them, okay? Just to make it easy. So we're going to do the first one of these. This is if you want to buy it. So I think the way to do this is the way I do it in my auctions. I'll write down a number between 1 and 30 and only put a number in if you want to buy it. This is not the giveaway one. We will do that. But if you want to buy this for 165, there's my piece of paper going there with the number on it. And if you want to buy a number between 1 and 30, put it in now, go. And the first one to hit the number, don't forget you are buying this one at 165. So just to make it fair, the first one to hit the number I put in will get it. Haven't seen the number yet. This is only for people who want to buy this piece at 165. There it is. There it is. Number 8. Number 8. Stop typing. We'll have some confirmations. Let me show you the number first. And I believe it's Omar. There's the number 8. And now if we go back up just to double check that no one got it first. Boom, 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 boom. And
looks like it's number 8, yeah.
Omar. Yep, Omar, you get the first one, brother. That is yours. Well done. I've made a note of that.
Thank you very much, Omar. Thank you so much to everyone. I mean, God, there's so many people in the chat. But as I was explaining to you guys, first up, this is not a selling live stream, so I don't want to sell a boatload of these. Second, I can only sell so many, and I can only pour so many. So thank you to everyone who wants one. But there is only going to be 2 for sale because Cobra has nabbed one.
I know, I had to
for himself.
Should we do the other one for buy it now?
Sure, if you want to. Why not? Let's do them both now, and then we can get them all done.
Here is another number going there. Again, remember guys, this is only if you want to buy the second one now, and the number is between 1 and 30. So start typing 1 and 30. And this is to buy the second Cobra at 165. And they're off.
God, it'd be awkward if it was number 17 you just put in there, mate. 3 of them just typing it instantaneously.
I'm looking for the number, haven't seen it yet. There it is, there it is. Stop typing, it's number 13. And I have
Unlucky for some.
No, but not for this person. And I have it as Rory. But let's have a little double check just to make sure that Rory was the first person. Number 13, and I have it as Rory. So Rory, that's 165, and you get the second Cobra. Well done, bro. And I think
And
Backyard
just
Bullion...
before anyone jumps on their bank and does it, that's paying to me, not to
Yes.
Cobra's Vault Limited with account numbers on the screen. Otherwise, that will make Cobra's accountants hate him.
Yes, please. Backyard Bullion will put his email address up there, and you can email him and sort out with him. So that is Omar and Rory have won and bought, and thank you for that. The 2 Cobras. And
Brilliant.
If you want a message on there, anything stamped on the back, please feel free to let Backyard Bullion know in the email, and I'm sure he will very kindly do that for you.
For sure. We can customise it however you would want, and you just drop me an email and I'll let you know all the details. I probably won't get to it till after the stream, so please bear with me if you are going to jump on and email me right now, but it'll happen.
And to let you know, there are still giveaways in this auction. So how many other bars are you doing as giveaways in here, bro?
We've got 1 Cobra to give away, the Grand Cobra prize.
Yeah.
We've got 1 to make for you still, and then so that was it from my side.
Okay.
There's 4 bars there, which are about 1.5 each, and then this will be the big 3.5-ish ounce piece. So yeah.
Right, and to celebrate Backyard Bullion hitting 78,000 now, I'm going to be giving away this 5-ounce Egyptian cat. So there you go. There's another really nice prize there as well. So we'll do that.
That's really generous. You didn't have to do that. You just hosting is payment enough in like good karma, man.
No, bro. You're a good
awesome.
friend. We've had loads of chats and we've built up a real good friendship. So that's my pleasure.
For sure. Good stuff.
So, talking about that, bruv,
yes.
you have changed your 1 ounces into sovereigns now. And I love my 1 ounces, but I'm not really buying that many now, and I know my reasons why. But I want to hear your reason for why you've changed so much into sovereigns.
Just because it's so impractical now for a 1 ounce gold. Like, the price of it is too much almost, and people don't have as much money as it seems they used to, or perhaps everybody who's in the sphere of influence that I'm in has already bought all the gold they're ever going to buy. So whenever I get gold in to sell, or I'm looking to liquidate anything in my own collection, it seems like you just can't get a good price for it.
Yeah.
Or when I say good price, I mean you just have to almost give it away at like spot or below. Certainly if it's a Britannia, you can pretty much guarantee you're going to get spot for it. But I remember the days when you could get 5% over spot on a Britannia because the dealers were selling them at 6% over spot.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
No, I agree. I agree.
And part of that, it was interesting because I was talking about this with Atkinson's. Part of that is if you think about this, the dealer used to make 6% margin on a coin that was worth £1,000, let's say. So they would make 60 quid or whatever the math is.
Yeah.
Now, if they make 6% on a £2,500 coin, they're making way more money than they used to. So they don't need to charge that much premium.
Yeah.
They can halve their premium and make more money still than they were because gold's gone up 2.5 times.
Yeah.
So they now are selling at 2.5%, 3% over spot, but still making good money. And we as the second-hand community market cannot really compete with that. And so I see people not wanting to buy. What's the point in buying and taking the risk from a third party when you can just go to a dealer and get it for 0.5% more?
Yeah.
Not really any point.
Yeah.
And then there's the postage issue. But yeah, it's crazy. Right. I'm going to pour this and then we can moan about the price of gold some more.
Cool.
All right, let's see if we can get some good ones for you, Uncle Cobra. And of course one for the chat, the giveaway prize.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice one. Oh no, we've had an overpour.
All right, leave it on there.
We've had a backyard bullion balls up, as they say.
Is it a balls up? There's
That
extra
happens.
silver in it.
Is it a balls up? I don't know. I mean, it's the cobra's tail, but on the opposite side of the cobra. Should we leave it as a rare backyard bullion error piece?
I think
Will
so.
that make it worth more money in the future?
Second Craven says he's loving this stream. That's very kind. Thank you.
So, here is the. I mean, you could theoretically. I mean, it's a shame it's in the wrong position, really. But you could theoretically drill a hole through that and make it into a cobra necklace, but
But
it's
it
in
would
the
be
wrong
upside down, wouldn't it?
orientation.
Yeah,
so
on the side, yeah.
now I could theoretically cut that off. It wouldn't be hard to do.
Right, should we
So
do that
maybe
as a giveaway one, and then whoever has it can decide whether they want
can
to
have
cut
the option
off.
of what? Yeah, they can have. I can cut that off and tidy it up. So that would be fine. Because it's quite beautiful on the ripple side. It's got some beautiful patterns in it.
And 365 says send it for grading.
I mean, the other option. So the other option, because we could pour one more, so we could sell this to whoever wants it as an error or whatever. I don't know. What should we do?
Should we sell it as an error? Does anyone want that as an error one?
Or not even as an error, as one that I've like tidied up if they want it. And then we can do one more as a good one. Because we've got a really nice one for your one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's a really good one.
Perfect, I'll have that.
So I think that one's for you. And then if I just put a little bit more silver in, what are we on? 9 o'clock. Go on then, I'm going to push it. This furnace is on the way out anyway, so what harm could it do?
Right, so we're pouring one more.
One more only, so it
And
won't
then
take quite a lot.
we're going to do a bite now on that one, correct?
Yeah. Did I just already quench that one? I can't remember, so I'm going to pick it up with these and quench it again. Pouring it everywhere. No, I had quenched it because I haven't burnt my tabletop, so there we go.
Cool.
Right, this is your one.
Love
Cobra.
it. Amazing, thank you.
Really nice. And I should say as well, so this isn't the finished look of how they are, because as you know, I'll antique these.
Yeah.
So the design will pop right out of this, which is pretty cool. So for the one that is with the little lip on it, if anyone wants it, it's 107 grams. So that is, can't do calculator, 107. It's going to be £158 if somebody wants it.
Right, 158.
So I'll put it up here.
I have
Do the
written
magic
down
in the chat.
a number again, guys, and that is going here, as per normal.
And if the person who wants this wants the spur chopped off, cut away, I will of course reduce the price based on how much silver weight is lost, or you can keep the spur. So your shout.
Cool. All right, so there is a number between 1 and 30 now, sitting with those sovereigns. Remember, guys, this one is for a buy it now on this piece here, and it is £158. For anyone who wants to buy it, press after go. Let's put in your numbers. Let's go. I forgot what the number is. I wrote down now. Damn.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I'm going to check it here. Hang on.
Ah.
Man. Yeah, I got it.
Here all night.
Haven't seen it yet. Keep going, guys. You haven't got it yet. And we've got one. It's Bjorn 10, I believe, at number 19. I'll show the number first so you all know that it was number 19. And then we'll double check the chat just to make sure that he was the first one. Here we go. Right, number 19. Just double checking that he was first.
There was Tony, but he was well after, so definitely Bjorn, I think.
Yep, Bjorn, that's yours, my friend.
That was after as well.
Bjorn, would you like the silver tab taken off, or would you like to keep it on there?
You don't have to decide right now. If you would rather have a think about it, you can drop me an email later.
Okay.
But right then. Now, which one was yours? This one here was yours.
Right.
I'm just going to, do you know what I'm going to do? Because I'm inevitably going to forget, because that's how I am. I'm going to write Cobra.
Cool.
Sharpie pen on it.
And Bjorn has said, yay, keep it mutant. So that
fantastic. Do you know what though? I think it's going to look cool because I reckon there's enough space on there that I can stamp my little leaf symbol.
Oh, wicked.
So we put the leaf on there, and I think it's going to look pretty cool.
Brilliant. So, there you go, Bjorn. That's yours.
Sometimes, beauty comes from errors, and it just happens with silver.
Amazing.
In fact, I can show you. I've got my little stock box right here, and in here I've got some things. This is a sneak peek because I've got some things that will be coming up for sale next month. And here I have another big mold that it's like a massive Aztec head. And I once poured some silver into it, thinking I didn't have enough, and I was right. But it filled the skull part of the mold perfectly. So we have these tiny little skull pieces, which is hilarious.
I did just see the chest pieces, which I have talked to you about before.
Oh yeah.
And then I never did it with you, but yeah, look at them. Oh mate.
Got the gold-plated versions as well. It's not solid gold.
Yeah.
Gold-plated versions.
Very
nice.
nice.
And just while I've got it here, I do want to just put a massive shout out for Hi-Ho Silver, Bunker Bullion. And if you don't know who that is, he's silver pouring royalty, and he's the reason that I pour silver to begin with.
Wow.
He's recently going through a pretty major cancer battle, and there is good news because he's just had massive surgery and he's had the all clear, and is now in recovery, but of course struggling quite a lot with the changes to his life because of the surgery. So I bought that off him. When I saw what was happening to him, he's the most incredible legend. The reason why I pour silver to begin with.
Well, he was the man who influenced you then.
Yeah, well, literally, I would binge watch his videos, and he would just make videos of how he was pouring silver, and it was just amazing to watch. So what I will do is, so his website is offline because he's not operating at the moment, but he's going to be coming back in August. Bookmark that website, tastysilver.com. Ships to the UK. It's not expensive to ship. His stuff is super cool, super awesome. Go and show him some love because I know that he would appreciate it.
Wicked. Nice. Cool. Okay.
So, right. We've got probably 10 minutes until the last piece, and the last piece is the one that we're going to give away. And hopefully it won't be crap, because whatever comes out is what we're giving away. So it might just end up being a big lump of silver for somebody. But that's what we're going to do. We've got one for you, Cobra. We've got two nice ones that we've sold, one error one. Got the 4 giveaway prizes. So one more Cobra round, and that's us done for the pouring.
Then I think I should do my Egyptian cat now and make your one the last one, right?
For sure.
So, guys.
Can I choose the number this time?
Absolutely, you can, yeah. So write it down on a piece of paper for us, between 1 and 30. Right, and guys, this is for the 5-ounce Egyptian cat, and that is from Perth Mint. I can't remember now, I've got it written here somewhere. It's an antique cat, 5 ounces, absolutely beautiful piece, and this is to celebrate Backyard Bullion hitting 75,000, now 78,000, and this is a little gift from me to celebrate that. And so when I type go, you're going to type in a number between 1 and 30, which BYB has written down on that piece of paper there. So go, and I don't even know what the number is, so I'm just going to sit pretty and let you tell us.
Oh, that's a good point. I should probably watch the chat. Crikey.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me, somebody's got it straight off the bat.
Really?
Baron Vansky, the first comment.
Show us the number. Show us the number. 17, and it was 17. Baron Vansky straight off the bat. Wicked.
Sniped that giveaway. He was not taking any prisoners, was he? That was it. That was it.
Baron, I've got that, and I will send that to you, bro. And he is a member of my auction, so I have his address. So Baron Vansky, that goes in the box. And that is yours, my friend. Argentia Art, that's who it's from. Argentia Art. Oh, yeah. You win the 5-ounce Egyptian cat, which is a beautiful piece. Well done, Baron. Oh, my birthday is on Thursday the 17th. Oh, wicked. So this is a birthday present for him as well. Papa, I'm pleased with that. Well done, brother.
Mate, it's amazing. First time, first guess.
Yeah. So, saying that now, we only have a few more minutes until the next pour of the Cobra round, which will be given away. And if you have any questions for Backyard Bullion, this is your chance to interact live and ask him anything you want. So
yes, because I don't do very many of these live streams.
No. So, yeah, now's the chance. So if you've got any questions for him, ask now. Or forever hold your tongue.
Indeed. The last live stream I did was an unmitigated disaster. We had all these furnace problems, and I remember being really super stressed about it and annoyed because I had like all these people who were super hyped to have like special made pieces on the stream, and I couldn't do any of them. It was really annoying. So
BFG says, if someone wanted to try their hand at pouring, what would you recommend as an entry-level furnace?
I would highly recommend the furnaces I use, which are from a company called Technical Supermarket. I'll just put that in the chat in a moment, because they're UK based, and if something goes wrong with it, or if you need any support on the technical side of it, then they're in the UK. If you buy one, and I don't mean this to sound horrible, but if you buy any of the cheap Chinese crap that comes from Amazon or across the world from eBay, the chances are it's going to go wrong very quickly, and then you'll have not a leg to stand on, and you'll get all disappointed and not fun about it. So a UK supplier on these things, yeah, it's going to be a bit more expensive, but it's well worth it. So that's the website, Technical Supermarket.
Cool. And then we've got a question from Jump In. He says, what is your favourite gold coin?
Oh, it's got to be the Queen's Beast Complete Proof. 1 ounce gold.
It always
I'm
comes down
so
to
annoyed
that.
I didn't buy the 2 ounce proof at the time when it came out. I did think about it, but it was like, that's a lot of money to put into one coin, and it was, I can't remember, it was about $5,000 for one coin, but it's now selling for like 16,000.
Wow.
So the 1 ounce gold proof was 2.3, and it's now sold for about 9,000 at the last auction. So after fees, you're getting like $8,000. It's pretty mad.
And to think, I went to Chard's and I held the 1 kilo gold completer, and they offered it to me for 60,000, and I thought it's too much money to put into one piece. How will I ever sell it? No one will ever buy it. Well, imagine what that's worth now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it happens.
It does.
Robot Taster says, how does 999 silver compare to working with sterling?
Oh, massively different, because the silver, as you've seen, it comes out and it's pure. It's just white, glorious, pure, lovely silver. Here is something that I bought. This is one of my biggest mistakes, actually, ever. I bought this bar off eBay about 3 months into my silver pouring journey, thinking, oh, it's cheap silver, I can melt that down and do my own things with it. But when I first saw it, I knew that it wasn't quite right. It didn't look like my silver, and that's because this isn't 999 fine, even though it was sold as 999 fine on eBay. It's sterling, and the difference you can see is massive in like how it looks.
Wow,
it's like it's really different, and the top here has been heavily cleaned to have all of this gunk away. Also, it tones very differently. So when you pour silver, sterling silver, it will come out and it will turn black immediately. So you need to polish it to get it to even look silver after having poured it. So very different, and it's harder. So it's harder to stamp on. Lots of negative things about sterling, so I don't do it.
Steve City Stacker says, do you preheat your clay or sand?
I don't use clay or sand, so I guess the answer to that is no. No, I did try clay, Delft clay once upon a time, but I couldn't get the same results as my graphite molds and get the nice ripples up. So the versatility of being able to do cool looking pieces that I could design myself against the actual silver looking nice was not a compromise I was willing to make, so I just stuck with graphite.
Good play. Benson Coin says, what got you into precious metals in the first place, Backyard Bullion?
I had a whole bunch of coins from my grandfather, who travelled the world and had loads of different coins, normal coins, not silvers or anything, but in his little coin collection he had some Walking Liberty $half, and he had some other little bits of silver from the UK and stuff like that. And I remember seeing them thinking they look different to the other coins. And then when I was like 12, I found out that they were silver and that they were worth loads of money in comparison. I was like, wow, that's cool. So that sparked like an interest in coins when I was a young adult, and I kept collecting a few little bits and bobs here and there. And then one evening we had some savings, we had some money as a married couple, and we were like, what should we put the money into? And I started researching what is a good investment right now, and lots of silver articles came up, so I read about it, watched a bunch of videos on it, and then I bought some silver and then fell down the rabbit hole. So that's where we are.
And it is a deep hole to fall into.
Indeed, and that was in late 14, so 2015 I think was when I first bought So I started my channel in summer 16. So it was a good year and a half before I even started doing YouTube. And I'd already had silver.
Yeah. Marcin says, and I don't know what this means at all, but you will. Have you looked into lost wax casting?
Yes. So lost wax casting is a very complex process. Again, you need some specialist equipment to do it. It's not a skill that I am willing to try and learn because it would take a lot of time, energy, and effort, and I'm not very good at learning new skills. And the problem I have as well is I've got quite an addictive personality. So if I tried to learn it, I'd want to master it. And so then I would go down other rabbit holes and it would take away from other things I'm trying to work on in life, not just on the business side. Mm-hmm. So I'm good at what I do. I'm going to keep it that.
Right. Corium says, Backyard Bullion, how much gold in ounces would make you feel safe, would make me feel safer when older? He says, I'm 41.
Well, we're not that distant in terms of age, and you've probably seen on my channel that I have a decent gold holding, and I will say that even the amount of gold that I have does not make me feel comfortable about the future of this world. So it's a difficult one. It's going to vary from person to person based on their financial circumstances and what they want to do in life and what their like personal circumstances are as well, with family and work and everything. But I don't know, 10% of your net worth, 15% of your net worth, something like that would be the average if you're a bit paranoid like I am about the state of the world more. But I don't know, it's difficult.
It is a hard one. I agree, because it is on an individual level what your spending is and what your expenses are when you're older, and what makes you feel common. He has put 1,000 ounces of gold. I mean, that's a hell of a lot.
I mean, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, Cobra, you asked me at the start of the stream before we turned it on about the Britannias, and like I'm going heavy on sovereigns right now, and that's because what I would like to have by the time I retire in my 60s is enough sovereigns that, whilst you never know quite when you're going to kick that proverbial bucket, but I'd have enough sovereigns that I could perhaps sell one a month to help fund my retirement until I kick that bucket. Yeah. So, you know, if you have 12 months in a year and you live for 20 years, that's 240 sovereigns.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's what sense. Would be nice for me.
Yeah. All right. Stacking with Craven says, Backyard Bullion, what's your favourite moment since you started your journey into precious metals?
My favourite moment? That's sort of, well, difficult one really. Favourite moment? I mean, there's quite a lot of really cool things that happen when you do giveaways. Like when we did this one just now, like we've come and we've had really cool things happen with people who've watched the channel for a long time. Like Shimster Isle Man, I know, has watched since donkey's years, and he's won one of our little prizes. But I don't really know if there's one standout moment. I guess like meeting people in Germany. It's not like one moment that I met one person that stands out, but just going there last year was pretty cool to meet lots of different people, because it was the first year that lots of people came out.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I met like 10, 15, 20 people from the UK Stacker Social who just were like really, I was really humbled by what they were saying about the channel and what I've helped them with and stuff. And they're like, I'm just a guy, but they're, you know, that's pretty cool. So yeah, maybe that.
Yeah, fair enough. I think that was great anyway. The first year that we went out, or myself and CPM, we met you out there, and the three of us got on really well, which was great. Then the next year, as you say, so many more people went out there and we all met up. And I think this year or next year, there's going to be even more people. So
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
I need to actually get on and book my flights.
Yeah, I need to do that as well, bro, and the hotel and all that lot. I will get it done.
Yeah.
So,
without going into specifics, this year I'm definitely able to commit to going now, because last year it was a bit touch and go. If you remember.
I know, and I know why.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, we're about ready to do the last pour.
Okay, this is for the one we are giving away.
This is the
kindly
giveaway
by
one.
Backyard Bullion.
I will do my best to make it not overflow. Let's see if we can get it looking nice. There we go. It's a nice big chunky one as well.
Yeah.
Lovely. Cool.
Amazing.
Right, I'm going to leave that there so you guys can watch it slowly cool down.
Martin's already put number 12 in.
Fantastic. I'm going to close that one up because it's amazing how much heat comes up from it. And my webcam is right here.
Ooh.
And I don't want it to like overheat and melt. So here we have the crucible. So the crucible, like you can see, we're talking about proper heat here. 1,000 degrees ain't no joke, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
That is all now completely cool. Is it going to come out? Doesn't want to come out. There we go, there's the dregs.
Whee. What do you do with that? Just melt it back when you're doing the next piece?
Yeah, you can pop it back in. Normally I just leave it in there, but I thought I'd just tip it out right now and show it to you. So this is another good example. I probably won't be able to show you quite in much detail. But like you can see there's like a bunch of graphite on it.
Right.
Graphite dust. So this is why I don't just dump all of it out into a mold, because you could do that and you could like make a 1 ounce bar perfect. You put an ounce of silver in here, pour it out, it's an ounce of silver when it comes out. But you end up with a piece that looks all dirty and horrible like that.
Right.
So the way I do it, it means that you avoid all of that and you end up with a really nice looking piece with lovely looking ripples. Right, let's get this one. Right, you ready to hear the Cobra hiss?
Do it. You love that. Absolutely love that.
Amazing. Cool, right, let's get that up on camera.
And remember guys, this one we are giving away, or Backyard Bullion, my apologies, is giving away. And you can contact him if you win this and ask for anything stamped on it if you want to.
Oh, 100%.
So
we'll definitely customize it however you want. Now I'm just going to weigh it and we'll tell you exactly how much it weighs.
Cool.
So you know what you're getting in for. It's the heaviest of the night, 123 grams. So it's 3.95 ounces, just shy of the 4, but it's 3.95 ounces. So a nice big chunky prize for you guys to win. And this, whilst technically I suppose isn't made of the Queen's Beast Completer because we've added extra silver since there, but in spirit this is now the repurposed Queen's Beast Completer. These 4 bars over here are definitely made of that one. And then I think one of the Cobra ounces as well, but it's all the same once it gets melted. So
perfect.
there we go.
Right, do you want to do the number for this one?
Oh yeah, sure, why not? Okay, let's do it again. And I'm hopefully going to have a little bit more of an exciting giveaway. And I won't pick the number that somebody's going to pick the first number of, which would be embarrassing.
So this is a number between 1 and 30 again.
1 and 30,
yeah.
Okay.
And you can only start typing once I press go. So we'll wait for Backyard Bullion.
There's the number.
Okay, so the number's on the top. The only numbers will count after I have typed go. Between 1 and 30, go. You got to look out for it, BYB.
I'm looking out for it. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what happens to me. That's what we
stop. I've seen it. I think I've seen it.
All right.
Number 30, X20 precious metals.
Okay, show us the number just to prove it. And then we'll go down the list just to double check that it was X20, because you could easily miss it. But number 30, let's have a look, let's have a look. I have it as X20. X20, brother, well done. You have won the Cobra giveaway. And as I say, Backyard Bullion will put up his email again, and just text him if you want anything stamped into it, like your name or a date or anything like that. X20, that's yours. And I'm really pleased with that. X20 is an amazing guy. And again, another good friend and member of my channel. And guys, here's 2 things for you. This is going to sound the dumbest thing I'm ever going to say, right? But if you don't know who Backyard Bullion is and you haven't subbed to him, which I would find extremely unusual, please go over and sub, and let's get into 100,000. In the reverse order, if you don't know who I am and you've just joined our chat for the first time, please give me a sub. That would be amazing. So X20 won that, absolutely brilliant. Rory and Omar and Bjorn have bought a piece. Oh no, did Bjorn win the piece? No, that's
Bjorn won it. No, wait, we've done 3 buyers.
Yes, so Bjorn, Omar and Rory bought. And X20 has won your Cobra. And Baron Vampsky has won my Egyptian cat.
So Rory has already emailed me. So the others need to just drop me an email.
Yeah.
BYB Backyard Bullion. Do you know what? I cannot talk and type at the same time. I've never been able to do it. So let me just do this first. There we go. BYB at backyardbullion.com. So guys, you have won the giveaway. So drop me an email. If you bought the other ones, Rory, you've already done it. Thank you. And then we'll get that all sorted and customized and everything. And Cobra, you need to tell me what you want to have on your special commemorative round as well.
I'll text that over to you. I'll text that over to you. Hang on. Win007 says, wasn't I the first 30 in the list? X20 said free. I'll double check it just to make sure so we have no confusion. But I did get to X20 as the first one. Let me double check. If a couple of my mods could do a double check on me as well. For the first person.
So,
yeah.
I think what happened was X20 put the 3 in right at the very start, third comment. But the game here is you don't just get one number. You can keep guessing numbers until you get it.
That's right.
So it's not that you've chosen one number and then that's it. You can never choose another number.
That's right. You keep typing numbers until the first person gets it. And I do have it as X20 as a winner.
Yeah.
Cool.
So unfortunately, Teach, not today.
Right, cool. So, bruv, have you enjoyed doing this live?
Yeah, it's all right. I'm not very good at live streaming. I'm a pre-recorded kind of guy myself, personally. But no, it's fine. I like doing live streams. I like interacting with everyone. As you've seen, like when I met everyone in Berlin, I'm just a normal guy, and I like talking to everyone. I like shooting the shit with the best of you all. So it's fun, but at the same time, I don't like the pressure of live stream because it's pressure and it's mad and it's on and you can't turn it off and oh my god. But it is what it is.
Well, I know that everyone has enjoyed having you on here, bro. I know I have. As I say, you've become a very good friend, and that's amazing. And I hope everyone has enjoyed talking to Backyard Bullion. And if you are coming to Berlin, some of you may get a chance to meet him, which is absolutely brilliant. Very knowledgeable, a very decent geezer.
Oh, I don't know about that. The jury's out on that one. Thank you.
Well, I'm sure a lot of us think so. So absolutely brilliant. Absolutely massive congratulations, bro, on hitting 75,000 or 78,000 now, even better. And one piece of advice for creators, bruv.
Just keep doing what works for you. Don't try and copy others because you think that's what other people want to hear. You just do your thing, basically, and learn from everything. Like if you've done a video and it's done really well, think about what went well. If you've done a video and it hasn't done very well, think about what didn't go well and try and improve one thing every video. That's what I would say.
Okay.
That's basically it. Just crack on and do it. There's no better time to start than right now.
Yeah.
Just start.
And I will add to that to say, look, every single one of us creators who started made some really crap videos in the beginning. And if you want proof of that, please feel free to go back to my very first 1 or 2 videos, 3 or 4. I
thought you were going to call me out on that.
No.
I thought you were going to say, go and check out Backyard Bullion's first video because it's absolutely shocking.
No, just look at mine. I mean, they are horrendous.
I think there's another angle that I want to say as well about this because from a mental health perspective, one of the reasons I got into doing this anyway was because I quit my day job because I was so unhappy. I was in really bad shape mental health wise. And finding something that you're passionate about, that other people enjoy, and even if you do a video and it only gets 5 views, 5 other people have seen that and 5 other people have enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That makes a difference to other people. It makes a difference to you. And that is so invaluable. And so even if you're a small content creator just doing a few views here and there, it doesn't matter. Just do it because if it helps you, it's great. If it helps somebody else, it's even better.
Yeah.
And I've had a few people come to me and tell me similar things that they've been in really low points of their life and they've watched mine and other people's content and they've got good outcomes from their mental health because they feel part of a community, and that is the most important thing.
No, you're spot on there, bro. And the community is built into something amazing, without a doubt. And there's loads of people who contribute to that. Yourself being one. A lot of people find you first. Stacker Social is a great way for the community to chat and all that lot. The live auctions is not just about buying stuff from the auction. It's where we all get together on a Friday night and have a laugh and a chat. So it is a great community. And I've said it several times, I'll say it again. Look after each other. You know, we are 100%. A really strong community if we work together as well. So do that, guys. You know what I mean? And enjoy it. So, yeah.
100%.
So, Backyard Bullion, last comments from you, and we'll call it a night.
Oh, you've put the pressure right back on me. I've just done this whole monologue about beautiful content community. But okay, well, I just want to say thank you to you, Cobra, for hosting, because without you, it would have been an unmitigated disaster, I have no doubt. And for hanging out, because do you know what the worst thing about live streaming for me is that if I'm doing it on my own, I have to talk to myself for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I don't like talking to myself for 2 hours. Filming a video for 10 minutes is long enough, thank you very much. So it's nice to have someone to bounce off. It's nice to be able to do this with you, and I think we'll have to do this again at some point in the future.
I'd love to. Love to.
Certainly, we'll do one way before 100k, but we'll do another one at 100k for sure.
Wicked.
And we'll do another little. Maybe we'll do one of your auction. I'll co-host an auction with you, and we'll do some bought silver.
I'd love that, bro. I'd love that. We've done it once before. We'll do it again.
Yeah. We'll not make it every month or anything, but we'll do it on a rare occasion.
Yeah.
When I come out of the woodwork for my biannual live stream or something, and then we'll have good laugh, good fun. But guys, if you all are all subscribed to Cobra's channel already, but like keep watching his videos, keep enjoying his stuff, because he's a real good in this community, and he's so humble. He doesn't know it. He's helping more people even, I suppose, than me at the moment. So he knows it.
Well, thank you very much, bruv. And to all of you who have watched today and interacted and joined us, or even sat quiet and just enjoyed the show, thank you so much. It means a lot to both myself and Backyard Bullion, all your support. Without you guys, the creators haven't got anything. You know, we need you. We need your support. So thank you very much. And Backyard Bullion, a massive congratulations, bro. You've done amazing stuff for the community, and I want to say thank you to you as well, my friend.
No, mate, it's fine. I will continue until I don't. But when that day comes, you guys will know, and enough time will have passed. So, but I will continue, and we will be pumping out cool content for years to come. I have no doubt.
Brilliant. Okay, well, on that note, we're going to call it a night. I will see you all during the week. I'll do a couple of videos. I'm sure Backyard Bullion will as well. And then Friday night next week, we've got an auction again. And I have some amazing packages coming in. Take care, everyone, and thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.